What's going on, everyone? I am Steve from Burke Family 54 Comics. Welcome to another Thursday night chat. We're going to hanging out, talking comic books, talking TV shows, reviewing them, all that more. Before we do that, though, let's hit the intro. We have our guest joining us. First off, Panda Family 316. Hello.
Oh, hey. Clap your hands, everybody. Everybody clap your hands. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Oh,
what's going on, everybody?
Hey, my daughter asked when she could see Bria next. Yes. And I said, well, I think in like 2 months, because that's when the con is in KC. So are you are you coming to it? Planet Comic Con, April?
If I'm staying more than 1 day, then no, I'm not bringing her.
Okay.
Right. I can't deal with kids on the trip. You know what I mean?
I feel you. Let's go ahead and bring in the rest of the crew. Mark from Legion of Comics. Hello. What's going on, brother?
What's happening?
Backwards Hat crew. Last but not least, we got someone coming over from the Thursday night chat down. What is up, Ruby G?
Cowabunga fam, how are y'all doing tonight?
Dude, we are doing well. I appreciate you all for joining us. Got Ruby over here. I was on his channel like a week or two ago, and it was a lot of fun. And we might flip-flop every other week. We'll see. We'll see going forward, but because I won't probably be able to do a show next week because of conferences, and maybe we'll just all go over there next week. I don't know. Before we get any further, though, I do want to say that tonight's Thursday Night Chat is brought to you by comicbook_pressing on Instagram. If you ever need any books pressed, head up Eric over at comicbook_pressing on IG and use my promo code BURK54. Get free shipping back to you on your first order. No one's used it yet, but still, I am working to StreamYard. If you want to start your own YouTube channel, hit that link below. And it's the same for you. I just get a little kickback for being an affiliate.
You sell that thing.
Just a huge dick laughing every time I show that. So like I said, if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, consider StreamYard and consider hitting that link below. Let's go ahead and start saying hi to everyone over in the chat. Ruby G was always the first one in here. Kyle, what's going on, man? How you doing? Brother John, what is up? How's it going? Wait, that's John Norris, right? Like he changed his name. Okay. Dan.
Also, Brother John Comics on Instagram now. He just fired up an Instagram, so now it matches.
Oh, perfect.
So go follow him on Instagram.
Hello. Beckerman, what is going on, sir? Circumstances. Fellow Kansas brother, what is going on? Pops, what is up, sir? How you doing? Aggressively relaxing. What is up, sir? How you doing? Oh, shoot. What is going on, Nick? How you doing, sir? Hope everyone is doing well. So we're probably going to be hanging out for about an hour or so tonight, talking comic books. Actually, I think there's only one book we're actually going to talk about. Outside of that, we're just going to hang out, talk some TV shows, and just chill. And I don't have any books for the second straight week. I have been so busy that I have yet to be able to make it to the store to get any books. We had a very big thing that happened at our school yesterday. We had to have an emergency meeting after school, and then I had to run straight home to take my daughter to gymnastics. And today I had a department chair meeting after school, so I just wasn't able to go the last few days. Hopefully I can go tomorrow and pick up some books. Does anyone have some books that they want to show off that they got this week? Reuben, you get any books this week?
Yeah, I had a light pool this week. I was able to read all my books yesterday, actually, and I wasn't too happy with any of my reads this week. But I did also read. I'm a little bit late on this one, but I read Superman 78 yesterday.
Fire!
This was a really good read. I was really happy with this. So I'm gonna try and find the rest of them, pick up the rest of these, the other 5, and finish this because this was fun. But that's it, man. Mighty Morphin 16, right? Can I start talking about that, or do I have to wait?
I mean, I was gonna let the other people show up their hauls. Mark, did you get anything this week?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, how was that annual, by the way?
It was fun. It was just a one-off. If you're not going to be reading the Justice League versus Legion of Superheroes that Bendis is doing, it was kind of just like a late prelude into that. It was a time master, a time lord on the loose, kind of accidentally splitting himself into numerous different time frames at once, and they were all investigating it. And their sole purpose was trying to stop and get his hands on a gold lantern ring, who is the primary focus of that event. So that's all it really was. But the big thing is we got Diana back. That's what really matters outside of
We haven't seen her since Infinite Frontier.
Death Metal. I mean, she's had her books. We've seen her. She just hasn't been with the rest of the crew. She's been doing her own thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
That's what I'm saying.
she's back with the crew just in time to die in issue 75.
Yeah. Yeah.
Best issue yet. This was phenomenal. Haven't had a chance to read that yet. This has been consistently good, and I picked that up to use to throw into a giveaway. So I have did not pop that open and read it.
What are you getting tomorrow?
I actually have a lot on the Indies and Marvels tomorrow. Mighty Morphin 16, Seven Secrets, Maestro World War M #1, Daisy #3, and Billy the Kid finale #5. I also read, it's back here. Yeah, I forgot. This is oversized. Boom! That was tight. That was cool as hell. The art in that was insane. Aaron Campbell, Simon Spurrier.
Suicide Squad Blaze?
Yeah, it's a new 3-issue Black Label title. It was tough. It was really tough. It was so wicked.
Panda, did you get a chance to go to the LCS this week?
I did. I picked up some back issues of things that were there. I don't know. I got that Geiger. I got another one, the 80. What is it? The 80-page giant.
That was really cool. First appearance of the red coat.
Got those Stray Dogs, Dog Days. This is 1 and 2. Then I also had Cowboy Bebop, one of the blank sketches.
I've got 3 of those sitting here to be unboxed.
X-Men Legends #11. I just like the covers. Speaking of a cover buy, I bought 2 of these.
Nice.
The Ben Reilly Spider-Man, but the Scotty Youngs. They look pretty dope. And then, of course, I'm still keeping up with my Eastman covers. I am not reading the current storyline, so I have no idea what's going on in it.
It's a sick cover, though.
Because I've given up on that series right now until I hear otherwise.
Is she still writing it, Sophie Campbell?
I don't know. I haven't heard otherwise. Nice House on the Lake. I know this one's a little late, but I read that digitally anyways. And then it was also Nudie Magazine Day. Look at that. I got these covers. There you go. And then a trade of something called Pussycats.
How's the
Can you say
interior
that on your show, Steve?
I meant to try to click remove, and I accidentally clicked made you big.
Yeah. Oh, I'm big.
I've seen you in person. I know you're big. You're a big boy.
Oh yeah.
Patrick Swayze can remold her.
So someone was asking what happened at school. I can tell you. I'll show you actually what happened. I don't think I put this in the Burke fam chat. So let me share a screen. So essentially, what happened is this guy did a hit and run, and then the police chase him into our school parking lot.
Smart.
And Panda, do you recognize anything in that photo?
I see a Subaru.
Yeah, that's your car right there. That blue Subaru right
That's
there. That
me.
is all you.
I'm driving by. Do you guys notice anything in these
Brand
officers'
new
hands?
rims.
Yeah, they look nice. Officers got their guns out, and this dude's right here, and I'm just driving by. The day before, I got back to school with like 3 minutes left, and I didn't have time to eat. So I got back, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but I got to go inside and I got to eat. And I walked by, and they actually said they told everyone to get inside because obviously they had some. What's going on here? Those are two of them. Do I need to get rid of this one? I do. They went into lockdown because of that guy who ended up running in front of the school. He tried to get into the school. It didn't happen, and they chased him over to the Dollar General across the street and eventually was able to take him down. So they had to have a whole meeting about what happened. So, yeah, I'm walking by with my McDonald's bag as they're trying to apprehend this guy right in front of me. Hey, Maggie, what is up? How's it going?
Hi, Maggie.
What are you doing here?
What's up, Tyler, by the way?
Hashtag Tyler, by the way.
I wonder if he's signed in on one phone and he's signed in to hers on the other tablet, and he's talking. He's just using her account. I don't know. Dave, what's up, man? I know you're supposed to come on sometime. We'll save the boba talk for when you get here, because I know that's your thing. Also, he has a video.
Good videos recently.
Yeah, he's got another video coming out with it's a update to his Comic Tom 101 investigation. An investigation happened, and he has some stuff to talk about with that. So I think he's going to make another video on that. So, yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing, dude. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, so White Tiger, Ruby G, you said you wanted to talk Mighty Morphin 16, which is actually Ryan Parrott's final issue on Mighty Morphin. And I'm assuming that his final issue on Power Rangers will be next week. So that'll be 16 issues of both for 32, plus 32 issues on Go-Go Power Rangers. So that's 64 plus 16 issues on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So that's 80 issues, not including any annuals of Power Rangers. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So what did you think of his run in general, and what did you think of Mighty Morphin 16, Reuben? Yeah, you're muted, so I can't hear you.
Sorry. I have a question, though. Do we know? Hey, nice hat, brother.
Look at that. White Tiger! What's up, Dustin? Is your microphone working? I cannot hear you, Dustin.
I know, because I wasn't talking.
Oh, my gosh.
Pulled the old Chinese movie trick on you.
What's up, DeBeric? How's it going? Dustin, what is up, man? I figured you're going to come on because you're being kind of coy about stuff, but I didn't know for certain. So,
Did you just call me a fish?
That's what I heard.
No, he said he was flirting with you.
yeah, that's it. I was flirting with Dustin. He's my guy. You know. We were about to hear Reuben's thoughts on Mighty Morphin 15. Reuben, what did you think? Because I know you said right off the bat you wanted to talk about it. What did you think of the book?
Well, so do we know who the new creative team going forward is going to be after Perot gets off?
I don't think we do know. Does anyone know?
Bring back Kyle Higgins, although it won't happen. Kyle Higgins. Is too
So
busy with other
how
stuff.
do we feel about Parrott leaving now? I mean, we've
okay
stuck
with
with him for so long. I'm okay with it after what he did with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Those last, I don't know, 30 some odd issues that I had to drudge through to get to Mighty Morphin 1 through 16 and Power Rangers 1 through 15, which have been phenomenal. But man, that was a long drudge. You guys remember having to review that
Right.
stuff? Oh
I
my
pulled Mighty
god!
Morphin and Power Rangers off my pool a while ago. Actually, I've been reading them off the good graces of Steve here.
Really?
Oh man,
Yup.
I'm waiting. I'm just waiting for it to pick back up again. Yeah, especially that Eltarian War has
Eltarian War has been
hasn't
phenomenal.
kept me
Yeah.
interested.
It has been. It was significantly, and I put a big emphasis on significantly better than Necessary Evil. Like Necessary Evil was absolute trash.
Well, in all sincerity, outside of Shattered Grid, what's been as enjoyable as Eltarian War?
The
Nothing.
first volume of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah, I agree with that. The
I
first
mean, like
volume.
just getting fired up with your nostalgia train running and all that, like they're just really hitting into the TV show. But like this is like
I don't know. For me, the writing on it and Dan Moore's art, that's
Dan
still
Moore
to me. That's still to me the best. What 20, 24 issues? That's to me was my
This
favorite.
is still like,
24
in my
issues.
opinion, light years more impressive with being original content. They're still able to pull those nostalgia bones out like they're doing, like how they're
Yeah.
pulling from how they slow built with Zed and slow built with Zordon with this deeper lore with them and everything, and crafted that out of just a phrase essentially. You know, it actually
Yeah.
made something of substance with it, and then delivered on top of it. Like that's like whether it's like necessarily my favorite read out of it, it's impressive as hell that they've actually made it not just a cash grab or just like a hollow story. You know, I'm
And
impressed as
that's what
hell with it.
I've talked to Steve a couple times about it, because I picked it up from him and read and caught up in like 3 days.
You did.
Everything. And
Worth it,
yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah, and I mean I've beat on Parrot, I mean, hard, because I hated Necessary Evil. Go-Go was pretty decent.
Go was good.
Oh,
Necessary
I love
Evil
Go-Go.
was a freaking garbage run. I hated it.
Mhm.
And to the point where I didn't I took it off the pull list. As soon as it was over, I didn't put the other two on the pull list at all. And I started seeing the Altarian War stuff going on, and I was like, man, let me just give it a try, because I kind of missed reading it. So I was like, let me just go back and give it a try, see what's going on with it. And I didn't read I didn't read Power Rangers, because
Smart.
I don't know, I wasn't really interested in
The
the
first two
Omega
issues were
Rangers.
very good.
It's
The
more
first-
throwaway than anything. It's
Yeah.
that's like the tie-in issues almost, like where they're just giving you like
Sure.
little
Mhm.
Easter eggs for the Imperial and all that. That's the story they were
Yeah,
working on.
I
But it was all done
read
like
them once we
one-off.
got into the Altarian War.
Yeah, and it was all
I
like
was-
2-issue throwaway stuff. They're trying to track down. They're all
Right.
hot on the heels of this being that's destroying planets,
See,
which is the Imperial. So it's
I
just
thought
like
you'd like it more because it
trying to
has.
find the emissaries.
I thought you'd like it because Draken is in it from the beginning. So
Yeah, but my problem is, and again, you and I, had a short conversation yesterday between memes and stickers and stuff. But I mean, Jesus, man, could they have made this cat look any worse? Like, why do we have to give him this goofy haircut, shave his head, put this goofy Mike Tyson tattoo on him? I mean,
You ever seen
I
It's Always
hate it.
Sunny in Philadelphia? He's
No.
the Rickety Cricket of this book.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Every time
I've
you
never
see him, he's
seen
in
that.
worse and worse shape, and then one day he's
Yeah,
just
I mean,
scarred on his face, and
Yeah,
he's a
you know?
homeless man the next day. He's the
I think
Rickety
they
Cricket
explained it,
of that.
didn't they? They explained it. It was from the Imperial, right? That's
No,
how
I
they.
Well, yeah,
think
we,
it was.
we called it a while back. It's where they actually touched him, remember, and it left
Yeah.
the energy
Yeah.
signature on him. Like it was kind of predictable once you get introduced to the Imperials and realize that, like he was actually associated with them in one way or another. Like yeah, that's where he got hands laid on him.
The actual reason why he looks like that is because Ryan Parrott was jealous
Mhm.
because Kyle Higgins created a better character than he did. So he had to take that character, and he had to
Well,
knock
you're
it down a few
familiar
pegs.
with Supermassive, aren't you, Dustin? This
Yeah.
upcoming indie comic book where their image is crisscrossing these original superhero concepts, one of which is created by Kyle Higgins, heavily influenced by his love of Power Rangers. And another one that's getting introduced in Supermassive, but will have his own #1 spinoff, is Rogue Sun.
Yep.
Who's going to be writing that one?
The Rogue Sun, that one I'm not sure. Parrott's supposed to be writing some of that stuff though. So
Yeah. Yeah, so they don't hate each other too bad because they're all going back to work.
Oh
with
no,
each
no,
other.
they're great friends. I mean, I was being as
Yeah.
Bert likes to say, I was being a fish when I said that, but
Fish, yeah. I think
but
that they're
no,
about to do some impressive stuff. Radiant Black wasn't my jam because I'm too hardcore into Power Rangers. It all just seems like a rip off to me. But I can see if like you don't read Power Rangers, you check that out. I'm sure it's enjoyable.
Nick doesn't like Power Rangers, but Nick actually enjoyed Radiant Black.
Yeah,
So
I kind of see that more often than not. But I'm
Yeah.
excited to see what Kyle Higgins and Ryan Parrott might do together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what creatively can they come up with and really
Well, I mean,
craft like that?
at a time, Kyle was writing Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Ryan was writing Go Go, and both at the time were very good.
Yeah.
You know, when you think about it. So
They're working off each other. Yeah.
And you know, I mean, when you think about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, I mean, it has been out for next month 6 years. So I mean, it has been going on for a long time. And you know, how long was Scott Snyder writing Batman? Like 4 years, something like that. Like it's at some point, it is time to move on to something else. You know, and I totally get that. And Ryan Parrott created some great characters along with Kyle Higgins. Like Ryan Parrott created the Ranger Slayer and Matthew Cook. I mean, those are two great characters, and obviously,
well, one of them is.
Yeah, Ranger Slayer out of the two. I've said it, and I hope it still stays true. I hope that Matthew Cook was created just for the sake of having a character to kill off, because no one's died in the books, you know, and that can add some real weight.
Except Tommy.
But he got better. He got better.
You know, I remember I asked Kyle Higgins point blank. I'm like, was it always the plan to bring him back, regardless of what Boom Studios wanted? Because he told me Boom said that he could do whatever he wanted in Shattered Grid as long as at the end everything had to be undone. He goes, well, regardless of what they wanted, I was still going to have Tommy the Green Ranger be the hero at the end of the story, and he was. So
rightfully so.
Yeah,
especially for that time era that they were writing it out of. You know, like
what's up, brother? Cindy and TSP. Make sure you guys give him a follow. He's a great guy with some awesome books, great collection. Make sure you guys give him a follow on Instagram and YouTube. For sure.
I'll tell you one issue I liked, and I don't remember if it fell in Necessary Evil or if it was in an annual, and I don't know if it was Higgins or Parrott that wrote it, but the issue where Jason goes after the white Ranger powers.
That was
the white light.
It was Go-Go Power Rangers.
Okay,
like
yeah.
Issue 28, 27.
Okay, so that was probably my favorite single issue that Parrott's ever wrote. I mean, I love
that. Was the White Ranger power?
It was 2 issues in a row, where he goes out there, and then at the end, like Zed shows up or whatever, and he's got to like refuse the coin to get the coin.
Yeah, I thought Go-Go ended before he got on the scene, because like Go-Go was the whole like.
No, it's Jason was going after it, not Tommy.
Oh, Jason was going after it?
Yeah. There was an issue where Jason was going after it. And he didn't get it. It was before Tommy got it. And I don't remember what issue it was. And I've been racking my brain for a couple days thinking about it, but I think it might have been an annual.
They had some amazing manuals.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about when Tommy went and he had to go get it, and that was in Go-Go Power Rangers.
Yeah, that one was really I remember that, and I remember enjoying that.
Story.
Yeah. I liked the stuff he did with Rita a little bit too. Towards the end, there was like that really sketchy issue where you got like Rita's origin story, but it wasn't her origin story, and it was, I don't know, it was weird. Like Rita as a kid. I don't know if you guys remember that one. It was towards the end of Go-Go though.
When Rita was a kid.
Yeah, it was like a one shot by a standalone issue.
Yeah, I think that was the one where she was on the cover, where you actually see the torment that she went through as well, like being in the 10,000 years and the canister. Like it actually makes you feel for her. There was a couple of great Rita issues, like when she was dominating the universe, and you saw how she came across Squat and Babu. Like she actually kept Squat because his parents were so evil that they would give up this child, that she even thought like, dude, that's insane. I'm going to kill both of y'all and raise this guy. Yeah. Like, dude, that was actually that was cool.
Yeah. But the Altarian War stuff's been real good. I enjoyed it. And it seems like there's probably going to be like one more, maybe. Or is this the absolute finale?
No, I think the next issue should wrap it up.
Okay.
Because Power Rangers comes out next week.
Now I read somewhere that someone is supposed to die at the end of this. And I don't know, like the way the last one ended, you would think it would be maybe it's going to be Zordon. How do they move on that without it? And I saw a couple of covers because I just ordered them because they were fantastic covers. But issue number Mighty Morphin 18. And they're standing in front of the command center, and it is just tore to pieces. So
That almost looks like
Let me look at my email.
that reminds me of the annual cover they did when the command center was not torn to pieces and they're all standing in front of it. It's almost like a realistic painting version.
yeah, I got that in the 9.8 this year. I have a raw copy, but
Yes.
and I've wanted to send it in because it's probably one of my top absolute favorite covers. And I got a 9.8 for like $40. So I was like, well, I'm just going to buy the 9.8 instead of sending the raw one in. So I agree. 100%. One of my favorites. Loved it. I thought it was an actual picture taken
Yeah,
until
same
I
here.
got it in my hand. No, they can't kill off Draken, Blue Hellion. What are you thinking, Dan? They can't kill off Draken.
What do you think about it being Billy Yost?
Billy Yost?
Being absorbed by the Blue Emissary and just like it's a death kind of thing.
Well, I mean, it can be Billy Cranston or it can be David Yost, but it can be both.
Billy Yost for the win.
Mm.
I'm a fan on this one. Once he's the emissary, he becomes Billy Yost. That's what it is.
Oh, there it goes, right? It goes meta, and then all of a sudden he's writing the new, Netflix produced, movie, which I hope really happens because I think
I don't think that any of them write shit to stuff.
I like the way that they brought the emissary back and how big of a deal he was in this issue, though. That was really good.
The way that they retconned that was great. Someone must have told him that his best friend died like that, right? Because he was not the Ranger that died like that, right? That was the Red Ranger, because the blue one died from Kaya, whatever.
Yeah.
The necessary evil. So it was actually the red emissary that died like that. But it was still cool to see. Really, really cool to see.
Yeah, he pulled that whole Hobgoblin cover deal, just ripping him apart.
Okay, so that was my whole, thing with the ending of this whole arc or whatever with the with the emissaries and with the Imperials and everything like that. Like, why was this not a full page, full spread, and it was just this tiny little sliver? I was like, what just happened? That happened so quick. I moved on and I was like, wait, everybody's celebrating. What? Did I miss it?
I read it digitally and it was a huge panel. Like it was a whole page, I thought.
No.
Hold on.
Is it a whole page?
I thought it was a whole page.
Man, maybe I missed that.
Or maybe I thought it was, I don't know. I read it digitally.
Yeah, dude. Whole page spread digital.
Okay. I read it digitally too, but I read it.
So the blue emissary, it can be like Ranger size, and then all of a sudden be huge to take down this big Imperial Zord. That's a little confusing, but I don't know.
They need a supersized alpha and let him handle it like he did in the Justice League crossover.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. I found the cover you were talking about, Dustin. Let me share the screen here really quick.
They're also doing some new negative space covers in this.
Yeah, Goni Montez is doing them. They're 1-in-25 ratios.
That's a really cool cover.
Yeah, Inhook Lee's killing it.
I freaking love that.
Yeah.
Did you know Inhook Lee is going to be at Planet Con in KC?
Oh, I did not. Carlito, what's going on?
Yo, what is up, Carlito?
No, I had no idea.
I'm going to have him sign my 1/100 for issue 1 of Mighty Morphin. Remember that one that I really wanted? It's the background on my phone.
Uh-huh. Did you get it?
I have it. It's in my collection. I just didn't. I was going to send it off my pre-screen pre-screen 25 books, but I decided to wait till like the next one, and I'm glad I did because I'm going to get it signed and graded now. I'm
glad
Planet.
you did too.
I didn't. I didn't.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I did it.
You really should go to PlanetCon. If you're not planning on it, you should.
Wait, who, me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm planning on going. Yeah, I already
good. Good.
put in the time for work to go. So
You should go too, Carlito.
Steve, do you see the tab I'm sharing there?
Now I do.
So this is the negative space covers that are going to be coming out. They're the FOC variants.
Who does it?
Is it Bon Bernardo?
Marcellus.
Moises Hidalgo is going to do the interior art again. That guy's terrible.
Matt Groom, right?
Going downhill quick.
You guys remember him?
Oh,
He did the issues like 51 through 55.
Oh, those were rough.
Oh,
Like
the anime style.
So we're going back to Soccer Mom Tommy.
It was that was Daniele that did the anime style. His were just dark, crappy colors. That's all I can say. Hey, what's up, Drac? How's it going? Yes. April 22nd through the 24th.
What don't you believe,
Man.
Hey, what's up, Scott? I missed you. What's going on?
Have you seen the Montez ones they're doing, Dustin?
Yeah,
For
yeah.
Power Rangers Universe?
I wanted to pick them up, but nobody orders anything Power Rangers at my shop. So the only way I would be able to get them is order 25 copies. And I was just like, I'll get them in like 6 months, and hopefully they'll drop from that $75 price tag. Unless they do a Green Ranger and a White Ranger, I'm probably just going to buy them right off the bat.
The Pink Ranger one is a hard sell, man. I don't know if you noticed it, but she's like in a split. But like you're looking at her from the top down, so all you see is this a white boot behind her somewhere. You're like, what the hell?
The Black Ranger looks really good, though.
It's really good. Yeah, all of them.
Have we seen the one for issue 6 with the Green Ranger?
That's what I was wondering if they're going to do a green or a white. Because if they do green and white, I'm going to get both of those. But I didn't know if they were going to do one or the other and which one they would do.
It's got to be green because the rest of the Rangers, like they've done one of each color, and there's a green one. So,
okay. Well, I'll definitely be.
I wonder if they're going to do the Tommy or the Matt.
Oh, that's going to be a deciding factor on whether or not I buy it then. I'm not a fan of the Go-Go Boots. Matt.
I absolutely love Matthew Cook as the Green Ranger. I don't like him better than Tommy as a Green Ranger. We're past that though, but I think it's cool having Matthew around as a Ranger.
I just don't like I don't like the full design. Like I don't like the boots and the gloves. They
kind of went too snazzy with it.
Yeah, the boots and the gloves are the only thing that throws me off.
All right, hold on. I'll pull it up here for Tyler. Which, by the way, Tyler, I did send you the link. If you wanted to come talk Rangers.
I haven't really.
He's at work. He can't hop on.
I think I always get caught up on the bat and the sun design on the helmet and the shoulder pad. Is about as far as I go.
Yeah.
I don't mind those at all.
So the Red Ranger for issue 1 looks phenomenal.
Yeah, wonderful.
And then
there it is.
Like that leg, dude. What is going on? Not the best character design choice there, going, but.
Number 4.
Look at the blue one; even looks good.
Yeah,
this is number 2.
Like they did the negative thing really well. Like we're trying to get, you know, the last sets they were negative space, but were they though?
Oh, that tree.
That one looks good.
Yeah,
that one looks really good. Great pose.
Where's the black one at? Let me see. Oh, that's sick.
What is that?
What is this?
That's something on Pinterest. It's not real. It's not real. It's just on Pinterest.
Gosh, dang it. I got real excited real fast. I don't see. Okay, hold on.
The Black Ranger one is, I think it's number 4.
A cool breeze will get me right now.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was nice. I dig that one.
Yeah, that's sick.
That one almost doesn't even look like a negative space. Like
No,
that
it's
one
just
works awesome.
yeah.
Have you physically seen the green one, or you just know?
I just know.
Okay, as long as you know.
Hey.
What's up, Dave?
What is up, Dave? How's it going,
What's up,
brother?
guys? How you guys doing tonight?
Dude, we're doing well. We're doing well. What'd you think of Mighty Morphin 16?
Oh, it was pretty good. A pretty good issue. I enjoyed it. I know you were saying it was the last issue written by Ryan Parrott.
Mm-hmm.
Who's taking it over now?
Matt Groom.
That's better
Never
than
heard
the
of him.
writer for Universe.
Maybe
it's so-
Steve can keep from getting ghosted by this writer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested on the direction of the series going forward now because
Yeah, I'm
What do you-
interested to see what they're going to do. I don't know for certain, but I was under the assumption that my guy Frank Gogol was going to be possibly in the mix for it to take over.
that would have been nice.
And then that didn't happen after the whole.
Yeah, I was gonna say Yeah,
It's unfortunate either way, regardless of whether or not it's true or it's
Yeah.
not true. It's just an unfortunate thing.
Well, based off the one book we did get from him that they credited him, and then the one book that he's not getting credited for that is of his origin, I don't necessarily want him on the title, to be honest with you.
Ooh, Tom King. That is a good idea. I like that.
Who said that?
I think that could resurrect fans that have not even been had no idea Power Rangers was even in comics anymore.
There'd be a lot of people that bought issue one review, that's for sure. Are y'all going to be picking up Power Rangers and Godzilla crossover? That's going to be a blast, man.
Yeah, I ordered it. So I was
That's
just
pure
like,
fan
how is,
service.
I was like, how is this gonna work? But
Who
we
cares?
got to see the Dragon Zord fight Godzilla at some point, so I'm checking it out.
There's going to be a
Pure
crossover with
fan service.
Godzilla.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah.
The artist, we don't know who's doing the
Really?
art, but it looks cool. It's very dynamic and not what we're used to seeing. So I'm pumped for it.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Freddie
thought,
Williams doing that art.
What?
I think he said Freddie Williams.
Oh, yes, he is. Freddie E. Williams, pride of Kansas City. He lives down the street from
I thought that was you.
Beckerman. What?
I thought, you're the pride of Kansas.
I thought you were the
Kansas
part of
City, my
Kansas
bad.
City.
Yeah, he's not
Kansas City. He lives in the Missouri side.
Oh, okay.
Can I be completely honest with you, Dustin? When you put up that Power Rangers Universe book, have you read issue 1 of Power Rangers Universe?
Oh no, I haven't read any of that.
It was horrible.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
you
I
don't
heard
have
you guys.
Yeah, you don't.
But you said my name. I'm like, okay, now
Yeah,
now
I mean,
feel
I
it.
heard you guys talking about it because, like, I'll usually while I'm at work, if I can, I'll have stuff on my watch later, and I'll just hit play and I'll just listen all day while I'm working. So I've heard you guys talk about it and say it was trash, and I was just like, all right, like, I'm not gonna check this out. I'm not even gonna. No. Like the Goni Montez variants are probably the biggest reason that book sells at this point, from what you guys were saying, because I haven't heard anybody saying good things about it. But
Yeah,
it wasn't something that I got excited about and was like, man, let me grab it. I don't even know how that one book got in my box, but I was just like, oh, okay, well, I won't put it on the shelf, but I don't know. Don't order these anymore for me. So
has anyone read issue 2?
Mm-mm.
Power Rangers Universe. Okay. I've heard it was actually better than issue 1, but issue 1 was so bad, like I couldn't care less about any of the characters. But since I bought it from Dustin, I might as well just read it.
I'll have to read it. Yeah, issue 1.
you
was
didn't have to
terrible,
buy
so
it.
it's
I
gonna
would
be
have sent
tough.
it to you for free.
Oh, I know. But I was like, you helped me so much with the getting set up and everything. I was like, oh, I'm here. I'm going to get it. So I got it. Yeah, Mighty Morphin 16, though, it was really good. I don't know if it was his best issue actually, I know it wasn't his best issue writing, but it was a fun, enjoyable read in a decent. Yes. 40 minutes later, and we're still talking about it.
John's like, I'm tired of this.
It was a fun way to end his run on Mighty Morphin. That is for sure. Unlimited.
I would have thought that they would have ended the whole Eltarian War with him finishing up, and it's still continuing, which I'm kind of disappointed on. I don't know how many issues they can continue on with the Eltarian War.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think what next? So next week is. I can make sure that he's on it, but I'm pretty sure that he is writing
Next week, Power Rangers.
So next week should be his last on Power Rangers. That title. So here is what it says about it. The Omega Rangers travel back to Safe Haven to keep an eye on the rest of the galaxy, while Eternity Point falls under the supervision of a new assistant. As the blue emissary departs and the remains of the 3 emissaries are laid to rest, the universe seems relatively safe for now. How long can that last? Now, wait a second. As the blue emissary departs and the remains of the 3 emissaries are laid to rest. What does that mean?
Yeah, it sounds like.
I thought they were supposed to come back to life once the Imperials died, because he came back to life.
Yeah, because it says one dies and one can come back. So
I'm confused, man.
We're going to have to read and find out. It's almost like they're just giving us enough information to pull us in and make us buy that issue. What the hell is wrong with them?
Right?
Am I the only one that would have been super, super sad if those Imperials would have ripped apart the Omega Zord and we never had to see that again?
They literally ripped the head off of it.
I hope that they get some kind of new redesigned Zords. I'm not a fan of the
it's bad.
Weird sharp
prism
edges.
shards.
Yeah,
It's
it's like
It's
that's.
It's not just bad. It's horrible. It's horrible for sure.
Yeah, it looks like they put it together with connects. It's just not good look.
How do we make this look spacey? I don't know. Make it look like a prism.
Everything.
For sure.
What else did you guys read this week?
What?
What else did you guys read this week?
That was it for me.
Just the book?
I read every issue of Crossover.
And
Mark is muted, so we can't hear anything he's saying.
What do you think of 8 through current?
So,
I'll be right back.
after getting past, what do you
know,
say?
Burke is gonna go yell at that dude that just went zipping by.
Oh, was that at his house? I was wondering what was going on.
Get off my lawn. Slow down. This is a neighborhood. Do you know how many kids are playing around here? Oh my god. I can just see it.
9:30 at night. My daughter's out here. She's working.
She's
Yeah,
working.
I thought it was good. I think reading it start to finish, 1 through 11. Overall, I mean, I didn't really hate any of the issues, even the beginning ones. There were parts and there are things and depictions that he makes that I don't care for at all, which is what drove me away from the book.
What do you mean?
To start with, but overall, I thought I thought it's been a neat story. It's kind of confusing a little bit with the whole like Donnie's writing it, but he's also in it, and so like trying to keep up with that part of it was getting a little confusing. I had to look back at a couple things, but overall, yeah, it's pretty good. I've already ordered issue 12.
Yeah, so it was fun reading it from the jump, because like after I think it was toward the end of the second issue when you kind of like reading it monthly, when you catch like, wait a minute, the narrator is not part of the story I'm reading. And that's when you're like, wait a minute, how meta are they going to get with this? So the hype really threw off the first run, I think, for a lot of people like myself who are reading it as it came out, because you're kind of hearing all this stuff and you don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
But after that first run, when you kind of get your expectations where they're supposed to be, and you have a run to get used to Ellie and Ryan and the actual characters that are unique to this story, then you're able to just kind of let it go. Like, all right, let's just play with some comic tropes. I'm a huge comic fan. If Donnie can take this beyond his own body of work, it can be fun. Because like I'm not anti Donnie Cates, but I'm not his cheerleader either. You know, so I'm not familiar with all these old little titles he did here and there, and that's all he was really leaning on for fan service. I'm very familiar with Madman because like I've been around comics for as long as I have. I'm not like I couldn't tell you all this about him, but I recognize him all day long, you know, so that was cool, but that was about as cool
too.
Yeah, and so I'm not too familiar with them either.
Yeah, I mean they were like very, very extremely short lived in the early, I think in like 1990, but the whole concept of Dr. Black like transporting them inside of the van and it's like this huge mansion like that. I thought that was super, super cool. So I like the characters that they chose, and the thing that threw me off, I guess, too, when I first started reading it, when it first came out, was it wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting like to see, you know, like Spawn and some of these other characters, the Savage Dragon, like intermingling with the character.
Bigger than that, though.
Wait, didn't Spawn like die in one of the issues or something?
No, he was. They showed him in locked up.
Just his hands hanging out of lockup, along with characters from Marvel,
Wonder
DC.
Woman.
You got the Ninja Turtles in issue number 6, so it's bigger.
Oh, the Ninja Turtles have been in multiple issues. I've noticed like little things in all these different issues. That's one of the most fun part is seeing and picking out, taking the time. Like you can't just read through it and flip the page. Like you got.
It's like Where's Waldo for comic fans.
Yeah, for sure.
And I know that you loved issue 6 when the zombies in black and white, in grayscale.
Yeah, man. I told Nick that.
And then what do we get? Like everyone can appreciate this. Hit Girl turns the corner. You're like, oh, and she's just right at home. Like this is her cup of tea.
Yeah, that's what I told Nick. I was like, with when the zombies show up and they were in black and white, I was like, that was on the money, perfect. You couldn't ask for better. So that was fantastic. Loved that part.
Yeah, so I don't try to oversell that first run. It was a solid run. Expectations get set in it, and the 6th issue is a huge fan service payoff that everyone was waiting for every single issue, kind of, you know. But what did you think of that one shot, that issue 7 that Chip Zdarsky did to kind of palate cleanse it and remind the readers about the subplot of the creator killer?
I thought that was a good way to kind of like reintroduce you to what's actually happening in it with and to kind of prepare you for what's going to be going on with Donnie too. And be able to actually like start to understand what's about to happen. I really liked it. I thought it was a really good issue. And
perfect balance of phenomenal writing and just weirdness as well.
Right.
Like,
I was going to say it was really weird. Like Chip likes to write, and you know, he kind of even like I like, you know, the way Donnie will kind of like Donnie. It's like Donnie knows what we really think about him. Guys like me and you who guys like me and you who, you know, we're not on his bandwagon all the time. So it's like he made comments about that stuff, and Chip made some comments about stuff like that too. So it was really good. I thought it was funny too, the part where they were talking about the kids. Yeah, these kids just come to this underground Comic-Con every year. It's the same thing over and over. You know, they watch Mask of Zorro next to this alley, and it's like they do every year. And it's like, you know, that was very, very clever to throw that in there, you know, because like, yes, everybody, we, you know, talk about that all the time. Like that's every single time we're going to see that in Batman. So just little things that were just kind of like, you know, like the comic tropes that we, you know, you talk about. I mean, stuff that as a comic fan, if you're not just zipping through it, if you really kind of just look and dive into it, you're going to see stuff like that, and it helps you really enjoy the book a lot more, I thought too. So,
and I heavily over critique books that I read a lot of time. You know, I'm looking like
not you. I've never known you to do that.
But this book is perfect for that. You know what I mean? Because there's so much you can find, and then especially this last issue when Donnie kind of just lets his guard down to his readers. When he's like, they're holding me here till I can write an ending. I can't do it. I've never been able to do it. It's like, dude, if you're going to call yourself out, where does that leave us? You know, where does that leave us? What are we supposed to do now? And
Right.
then the whole thing with God, what was the big one? When he started talking about how I was ready just to get back to the simple things like God Country, the stuff that I really care about, but they wouldn't let us, so we had to go write Thanos. I'm like, dude, I've said this 1,000 times. I don't think he enjoys writing these bigger books. And I think that he intentionally tries to make them as outrageous as he can just to see if the editors will let him do it. And that's how we get like super dysfunctional, handicapped space daddy God Venom instead of street level.
That's how we got
Starship Hulk. Like he's probably sitting back just pushing his money into a pile thinking, I can't believe these idiots are doing this. You know, it's
Cosmic Ghost Rider is another.
Yeah, like he's intentionally pushing the envelope. And I'd spoken with him and not long, a couple weeks back, and he said, dude, I'm just trying to write stuff that I enjoy. I'm like, yeah, it shows.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, he said, I can't write an ending, and then all of a sudden he's like, I finally figured out what's going to happen with the note he left Ellie, and he's like, they're not gonna see this coming, and I'm like,
yeah.
So you're gonna finish this one up like fantastic? That's gonna be great, or are you trying to make us think that, and then it's just gonna be lackluster again? And like, man, I didn't see it coming. I thought he was gonna finish.
I don't know. I think he can do it. Like I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt on this one, just because it's such his. There's nothing that he's even done like this.
Yeah, you can see he really, really has put everything into this one, and it's something that he really, really holds close. So you can see it.
The guy that's taking over on Mighty Morphin is the guy that's the host for the Ranger Danger podcast.
Oh, wow.
That's the guy who's going to take over.
Totally okay with that. Totally okay with that, because when I first got into comics and I was reading through all the Power Rangers, I would read the issue and I would listen to Kyle Higgins and those guys do the commentary on the issue, and I loved it.
He knows his stuff.
Ranger Danger.
Yes, that's him. That is literally him.
Yeah, those guys are great. So, I mean, you have
look what he has as his background actually on his Twitter. Let me show you this, Dustin. This is going to make you happy.
I mean, the guys they're fans of the franchise. Oh, right on. There you go. Yeah, they're real close with Kyle Higgins. So, I know they used to fly out. I think they're
Australia.
Australia. Yeah, they used to fly out from Australia and go to San Diego Comic-Con with Kyle Higgins all the time. So, but I mean, they're guys. They know the franchise. They know the characters. They're coming from fandom.
They know what the fans want.
Yeah, it's coming from a place of love.
Yeah.
Tyler, you have lost all of your mind. That is the worst casting that could ever be made, ever of all time.
Well, so I had to stop them talking about some book that I no longer read to go back to Power Rangers.
I've officially morphed.
Hey, I don't want to interrupt your talking anymore about that book, but I do want to ask my guy Dave about the most recent issue of Moon Knight and what we can expect in the Moon Knight show going forward. Because I know Moon Knight 8 just came out, right? This week or last week?
Yeah, it just came out yesterday. I didn't get a chance to read it, but I'll read it tonight. But the story's been pretty good. It's been slowly gaining steam. The last issue, it showed that Moon Knight was in prison. So it kind of implied that Dr. Bader, which is the main bad guy in the series.
Did you say Dr. Bader or
Dr. Badr?
One more degree to go.
And he's the guy that's
he's got a master's degree.
I do. It's right here.
So it looks like he may be taking over as the. There you go.
You haven't gotten that slabbed yet?
Oh, it's okay. I just need to hang it up. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, show off. I know. Everyone say it. Go ahead and say it. Sorry. Continue.
So it seems like going into the issue that Moon Knight's going to be in prison, and Dr. Bader, Hunter's Moon, is going to be taking over as Moon Knight, or the vengeance of. So we'll see how that goes. But I haven't read the issue yet. It's been pretty interesting. They've been having a lot of guest cameos showing up in there that really hasn't been in comics for quite some time. Like last issue, 8 Ball was in there.
What is up with this guy?
I don't know.
I'm gonna let him calm down for a minute, and then I'll bring him back. Okay?
I'm telling you, I'll be watching or listening, and he gets into that laughing fit, and I'll be in the middle of work about to piss my pants because I'm laughing at this dude and how tickled he has gotten about something and he can't breathe. Like when you had to ship something
No,
to
hold
Japan,
on.
like this man lost his mind. Oh no, and he's just dying. Look at him. He can't breathe.
I only do things that make me laugh, and if I latch onto something and I hear it over and over again, like Dr. Bader, and I'm stuck on it. You know what I
Dr.
mean?
Bader.
I wouldn't want to be in prison and then all of a sudden wake up with Dr. Bader right over me. It just keeps going on and on. Oh my God, I'm locked in a room with Dr. Bader again. Oh, no, it's just my bad luck.
None of the rest of us are
I have
not.
the spirit of Khonshu, and I keep getting stuck with this Dr. Bader. It just keeps cornering me. I can't help it.
What the hell is happening? What are they putting the water in Wichita?
Keeps cornering
Everywhere I
me.
look, it's Dr. Bader
Oh my!
throwing his
goodness.
master's degree on me every time. Look at it! Look at it! It's even got a purple outline to it.
My
Look
mom,
at it!
how dare you? My mom gave me that for my birthday. How dare you?
And she did awesome. And I'm pretty sure Dr. Bader's looks just as well inside his purple.
Yeah, fam.
Oh my God! Oh, I still hope they do something really cool with that Balfam
That's not how
character,
you say
man.
his
Like
name.
Balfam.
Yeah, dude. I tell them that when we go to the when you go
Look,
to
now
the
Steve
buffet, I
got
tell
it.
them that. We've been to the buffet many times.
Oh boy.
Free
Yeah.
panda.
Yeah.
Dave, I'm sorry that you got rudely cut off by this guy's laugh.
I'm so sorry, Dave.
Oh, that's all right, man.
How excited are you for the Moon Knight series, and like, what do we expect for people that don't know anything about the character?
Yeah, I'm real excited for the series. Obviously, it's been a long time coming. I think they're gonna try to keep it to the origins of it. Throw some of its his dissociative, disorder characters in there. Get something that both Disney and DC have not done anything before. Is kind of like get into that aspect of a character that has mental disease.
Right.
So that's going to be very interesting. Obviously, it's going to be a lot of action. And that's going to be hopefully pretty graphic and violent too. So we'll see how far Disney goes with that.
Right.
Considering it's not going to be rated R.
I assume it'll be
we'll see.
similar to what we saw.
I'm not expecting too much action as much of a psychological thriller, which I think is perfectly fine for this as well.
So speaking of a mental disorder, so you guys,
Is Dr. Bader going to be in this show?
No, look, I'm bringing it back around. I'm bringing it back around. Hold on, just listen. Okay.
Are we really doing this? Is this really happening?
Just listen. Okay. So we're talking Moon Knight, and he's got.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can.
All right. Okay, Dave.
Bail on that.
Okay. So you know that song, "Sweet Like a Psycho"? You know that song, right? Oh, she's sweet like a psycho.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So my daughter, so the song came on, and my daughter asked me. She was like, "What does psycho mean?" And I said, "Well, that means I have a mental illness." And she's 7. She goes, "Daddy, what's a mental illness?" And I was like, "Okay, how do I explain a mental disorder to a 7-year-old?" And so I was just saying I had to try to explain basically Mark Spector's disorder to my 7-year-old today. It did not go very well. Actually, it was yesterday. I just said that he's sick in the brain. She's like, "What does that mean?" I'm like, he's not like the rest of us, I guess. So that story didn't go where I thought it would.
I didn't know where you were going with this.
I was just trying to say that
I hung in there.
I tried to explain it to my daughter yesterday, and it was very hard to. I mean, she believes in Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I would have expected someone with a master's degree to be able to come up with something pretty snazzy.
Mm-hmm.
how dare you?
Oh
my
man.
goodness, that is funny. That is hilarious. I will say this: I subbed for a PE class yesterday, and I realized that I like being a PE teacher more than I like doing my regular job. So maybe at some point I'll change from being a journalism teacher to a PE teacher. And honestly, I'd probably be in better shape that way too. So I have a 7-year-old. Explaining anything to them is not easy. It is not, because
same here.
like I can use all these big words like someone with a master's degree should, but trying to dumb it down for a 7-year-old is very, very, very difficult.
Next time it happens, just call me, bro. I don't have a master's degree or any degree, so
Also,
I might can work it out for you.
Talking about
write you up
mental
something.
disorders, have you looked on Comics Link, Dave, to verify that sale?
Yeah, Dave. Let's hear about that mental
Because
disorder.
I've never been on their site till today, and I'm looking through like past auctions and stuff, and I can't find it. But I'm not the person to necessarily be able to find it easily. It's a complicated website.
All you should
So I was
say
actually-
is wait for the next video, right?
Yeah, I was actually just talking to Tom just now.
You send him
So
a DP.
A what?
Come on now. So what did he say? What'd you say?
So we can talk about it after.
Okay.
But,
I just want to know if the sale's on there, because I'm like over here looking for
yes.
it.
So I actually reached out to one of the sales team reps at Comic Link, and he verified it.
Is it on their website?
So no, Comic Link, unfortunately, is the one major auction site that does not have a sales verification platform.
I'm actually on their
So,
website scrolling through past sold items.
So you can see major auctions. When they're like quarterly, they'll do like their summer, winter, big sales. But like they do sales weekly. And
Yeah, well, I am seeing sales on here for cheaper than what that one went for, even. You know what I mean? That's why.
Can you post a picture?
I can share my screen. There's like the confirmed sales of $1,514 right here in front of me of Tales of Suspense 46. Like I'm just scrolling through it.
How's it going,
So
brother?
you can view some, but like if you were to search for, say, I don't know, AF-15 sales, you're not going to be able to find them.
I can scroll back up to them.
Go to the top of that auction.
These are in alphabetical order right here. So there's AF-15 sales that I can't find.
Right.
So try to search Moon Knight.
Yeah, I went down to the M's.
So you won't like the thing
I was
that's
just-
frustrating about the site is that when I talk to the sales manager, is they don't have an archive.
I don't know what
all
this list is. I just went under recent sold or whatever.
Go to the top. Go to the very top.
go all the way to the top and see what the title is. So
I
that's
went
their
under
fall. Yeah, so you look at the title there. So it
where
says
over here.
Fall, no, where you're right there. It says Fall 2021 featured auction.
Yeah. So that's not the most recent, is what he's saying.
So that's what I said. So they do have seasonal, like major auctions on there. You can view results, but something like that just sold this past week, you're not going to.
Got you. They won't have that uploaded yet.
No, unless you actually message one of their sales reps, it's going to be virtually impossible to find these sales. And that's why when I made the video, I was like, well, where's the sale? Because
you did mention that in your video that you can't just go find the sale prices.
Yeah, Comic Link is the one exception that you cannot go into like random sales and just look them up. And that's because they don't have an archive.
Look at that, Dustin, some Golden Age Submariner.
Yeah, I was looking at those. The Superman
like a
1,
Shumber.
man.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some Superman.
Superman 6
early
even.
Superman in person, and they are really nice. I don't know the number of it, but the one with the American flag and it's like a black background.
And he's holding
That-
the eagle.
Oh yeah, that's an early
Yes.
Superman.
Yes, that
Yeah.
one is incredible to see in person.
Yeah. I saw someone today that was trying to trade a 0.5 Fantastic Four #1 and like a 3.0 Superman #2. They were trying to trade them. I'm like, good Lord, why
For
would you
what?
trade
Yeah, so
Superman
for
2,
what?
bro? Like,
if
you
you
got
scroll
Superman
down,
2,
Mark,
what do you
because
want?
it's
I'm going up-
alphabetical, see if there's
Yeah.
any Moon Knights.
I did. There's none.
None. Yeah.
So last fall, none of it was hitting like that.
FF
Yeah.
#3, such an undervalued book.
And
The Dr.
since
Doom? No,
#3.
right here.
Yeah, first
What
time
is
they
that?
had their costume. That's the first appearance of them in costume.
Is that the first Fantastic car as well?
Yep.
I
Nice.
don't know. I think I could
So
be.
go down to Moon Knight. Let's see. Back down here. Oh, it moves fast.
That's what she said.
Yeah. I'm
How
working
dare
on
you?
it.
How dare you, Chris?
Ooh, yeah, Legion of Monsters is
How
kicking.
dare you?
I gotta send mine off.
Mine's there now. I don't know if I'll ever get it back, but
I just sent Tomb of Dracula #10 like the end of December. They checked it in on the 31st and it's in the grading process right now. So that one moved really quickly.
yeah, mine have been there since like the second week of November, I think.
They got nothing, Dave.
Yeah, no, that's what I figured.
Moon
That's why
Knight.
I
Marvel
searched out
Spotlight,
all the three major comic auctions to see what I could find, and the highest sale I found was on eBay for that 1,300 and change.
This is the only Moon Knight one
that's-
they have. This Marvel Preview 21.
That's a cool book. It's a nice early
It
Bill
is.
Hess cover.
His cape
But
is awesome.
that's why I kind of questioned it, and that's kind of partly on Tom's fault for not disclosing where you get the sales from. And,
Yeah.
that was part of the conversation I told him in IG. It was like, you just got to disclose that. And honestly, I wouldn't have gone
Did
through the video.
Did he like it? Are you saying that, or
What's
I
that?
mean, you can tell us later, but was he accepting of you saying that?
Yeah, he was. Whether he chooses to do that, that's his choice. But
That old Pep Comics right there, the Shield, man. That's insane.
oh yeah,
Predates Captain America. There's some bangers on here. I guess when
Yeah.
you're like really looking at books like of this caliber on at this frequency as well, like coming to a site like this and guaranteeing that like these books of this age or blue chip books are just always going to be up here. It's a
some of these-
safer
some of
bet
these
for the
books-
buyers and sellers than like something like eBay.
Has anyone ever bought
absolutely.
on Comic Link before?
No.
No.
I've never bought on
My
any-
buddy Sean buys on there all the time.
I
Yahweh?
Yeah.
bought on Heritage. I bought on Comic Connect. I've yet to buy on Comic Link, but they're all very trustworthy sites.
What kind of the premium do they have? Like how where y'all are talking about with Heritage? I just got this Tales to Astonishing, that first
It
Black
can
Knight.
be anywhere from 15% to as high as probably 25. It depends if it's like a
What?
very special seasonal sale or whatever, but it's typically around 20% is standard for premium.
Like if you see a book is like $100 and you buy it for $100, you can expect to have another $20 tacked onto it.
Yep, just for the premium, exactly.
Okay.
So
I'm real
that's-
green when it comes to that kind of stuff, like buying from
Yeah, and
auction.
that's what, so like what you see there for a sold price, that's what it sells for, and that's not including the premium, taxes, or shipping.
See, look at these Tomb of Dracula numbers. That looks great. 39,000. Mine's not a 9.8. Mine's a low grade. But even low grades are way up from this number. Like when I was checking the value of it before I sent it off, I think a 3.0 was like a $1,200 book. It's going crazy.
Oh yeah, it's still undervalued too. The movie's not coming out for a few years.
Mm-hmm. Good God, 30,000 for that Miles. Is that the 1 in 25?
The 1 in 25, yeah.
30,000.
Yeah, it's
You know
crazy.
you can buy for that? What kind of comic you can get?
You could put a down payment on the house for 30K.
We'll chill out
For
with that
real.
fucking comics.
People are buying comics instead.
There you
Just
go,
saying.
Dustin. Floating at about 35 for The Walking
Oh,
Dead
nice.
#1.
Hey, I know someone with The Walking Dead #1.
What is it?
Walking Dead number 135.
Is
That's
it,
last.
is it a
That's
white
last fall.
mature reader's label though, or is it a black one?
I can't tell from this picture, man.
Because I got the black mature reader's label, and apparently there's like around 200 of those out there, and that's it.
This one's
Oh, wow.
white.
Okay. Yeah.
But this is
apparently.
also like more than 6 months ago as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That Wonder Comics there is a classic sci-fi cover.
How much did that Wolverine number 1 sell for?
Yeah, the one right next to one. Yeah.
$6.52.
Well, that's cheap.
That's not bad considering what it was going for. It was going for like $1,000.
It's kind of crazy, all things considered.
I mean, that is still pretty high for
Yeah,
just. I mean, it's not really even a key, right? It's just his first solo book.
Yeah, I honestly don't understand the value hike on it. It's definitely a cool cover. It's definitely his first solo mini series, but
Yeah, people usually gravitate towards the first solo if they get outpriced of the first or second appearance.
yeah, I
I
think
still, I'm going to do a video on it. I still say
And,
Moon Knight number 1 is overpriced.
That's part of the reason why you're seeing the record prices for Moon Knight 1 right now is because people are getting outpriced of Werewolf by Night.
yeah, I was about to say that's happening across the board. Like people got outpriced on ASM 300, so they went to Lethal Protector. Moon Knight number 1, same story. Just if you can't own the first appearance, their first issue 1 is like kind of a great next best thing.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you, Steve. That Moon Knight 1 is extremely overvalued right now.
Way overvalued.
When you see somebody pay $1,700 for a 9.8 and you could buy it the same day on eBay for $1,000, that's just a bad purchase. That's a bad mistake.
It is. That's someone trying to
That's
make
not
the
doing their-
sale, make the hot 10 list. That's someone who just wants to spend a lot of money.
Can we talk about how much that warms my heart to see Two Brothers Comics rocking the DC logo, love, and sponsorship?
Dude, yeah, can we talk about
Hey.
that?
No, take your face away. Go ahead, put the logo back up, my dude. That's your job to
What
put
is
that
your-
logo back up. Put it back up.
Really quickly, Dustin, give us your 3 favorite DC titles right now.
Right now,
Yeah.
The Knight, Batman, and Detective Comics.
And all 3 are solid reads right now. Like you really can't even try to pull the Batman
And
card.
I think Detective Comics has probably had the most solid covers of any DC title, any Marvel title,
you-
any title,
how do you-
period. For
Rodriguez is crushing them.
they've
I
had
was
the most
giving you a hard
solid
time,
covers
Dustin,
for the entire time I've collected comics.
And they're A covers too.
Yeah,
They're not even
and
hitting
the
with a
variants,
premium.
dude, their variants, every one could be a 1 in 25 ratio, 1 in 50 ratio for Detective.
Mhm.
I mean, every time.
Bermejo.
I was just giving you a hard time, by the way. If I was going to say my top 3, Nightwing number 1,
Justice Academy.
Teen Titans Academy is in there.
Son of Kal-El.
Flash is up there. Nice House on the Lake gets lost in the shuffle because it's taking a big break, but it has to be up there. I mean, it's got to be at this point. Like Suicide Squad's up there, but if I had to say top 3, it would probably be Nightwing, and then Teen Titans Academy, and then Nice House on the Lake. Those are my top 3.
How long do you think it'll be before we get a Vigilante series now?
Probably a hot minute, to be honest with you. I think we got to get a Peacemaker series first. You'll see him as a auxiliary character.
I figure with the popularity that character's gotten, it's got to come at some point.
I hope so. Like, I definitely wouldn't mind it.
I'm surprised that they haven't done like they did the Peacemaker covers for like Task Force Z and stuff. I was surprised that they haven't done a thrown one. Okay, so they got the Vigilante on those. I figured that he would get like a solo one, just to kind of pair up with those Peacemaker ones, but
They
the
always
Peacemaker
do.
ones they did.
They shoot it right at the marketing
Yeah.
for the show. So we have the Batman movie ones dropping. They did it for Wonder Woman, whatever year it was that we all want to forget, and all the stuff they do. They did it for the Suicide Squad. Of course, they did it for the Snyder Cut movie. But that top 3 DC books for me, Action Comics is definitely at the top of that list. Philip Kennedy Johnson has brought Superman back from the brink. Suicide Squad, which if you kind of want to just keep up with what's going on with DC, simply read Suicide Squad. It's the
Yes.
backbone of continuity.
Yes.
Every little mini arc inside that is dipping into another book, so it kind of is a good placeholder of what's going on with other titles.
Yes.
And then after that, it would be difficult to say like miniseries with Justice League Incarnate is fire, and I'm really I'm kind of digging Teen Titans Academy right now, to be honest with you.
I like
Mhm.
what Josh Williamson's doing on Batman right now with
Yeah.
with
The Abyss.
Abyss, and I
Yes.
thought the Batman Inc. thing was kind of like, but now that it's starting to develop a little more, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is cool. Seeing what's going on with Lex Luthor and all that, I'm digging it.
How about that
hope-
conversation with Lex and Bruce on the rooftop when Lex was flexing with the wall? Like, dang.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. He just like pours the bottle and throws it.
Yeah,
Like,
talking about this wine was the
Mhm.
most expensive and rare wine in the world, and then the
Right.
village
It was
is
great.
destroyed. So this is all that remains, and pours in both a glass and starts dumping it out, just like major flex move.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, of course. Yeah, that's just alpha move right there.
and I'm digging the
Mhm.
whole Bruce being blind thing. Like that was
Yes.
really cool. I was like, all right, this is neat.
I have to ask you, Mark, because I haven't read it, and I'm assuming I already know the answer, but I want to ask:
17.
is Justice League Incarnate's basically like a continuation of Infinite Frontier 1 through 6?
Yeah, they didn't even need to change the name. Like, if you didn't change the name at all, you would never
No,
know.
So it's got all the same players in it.
No, it's
exactly.
literally the next issue. Like,
Okay.
I don't know why they changed the name. I'll be honest with you.
So if I went and got issues 1 through 4, I would just get caught up right after Infinite Frontier.
Yeah,
6.
it's literally just issue 7 of Infinite Frontier.
That's what I thought. Captain Carrot, Thomas
Yeah.
Wayne,
President Superman. They
President
have
Superman,
to
which
sort
I really
out-
President Superman was really enjoyable in that series.
Yeah, Calvin Ellis is cool as a fan, man. And what's fun is it's like
Roy's
we're
in it
all
anymore
so
than-
used to the normal characters, like everyone complains about, we got so much Batman or Superman's just been around and overused for so long. But then when they do stuff like they're trying to do now and finding a way just to sideline them temporarily to showcase the other people they have, everyone cries and screams, oh, they're canceling our heroes because they want to go woke and blah. Like, dude, chill out, read a book. When they killed Superman in the 90s, they showcased 4 people to take place, including a minority. You know what I'm saying? But nobody was screaming woke or nothing. It was just exciting. Let's see what these
Hey,
other.
man, I'm sorry to hear that.
It just is what it is, but it's good stuff, man. I highly recommend it.
I'm sorry to hear that, Johnny boy.
Yeah, me too, buddy.
So Roy is not in it then anymore.
Roy is elsewhere.
Yes, Roy's in Teen Titans Academy,
Mm-hmm.
but they haven't really explained.
That's not.
We kind of know how he's there, but also kind of don't know.
We also know what happened to the previous Roy too. Darkseid kind of did his thing. That didn't go well for them at all. I can't imagine reading Infinite Frontier then not picking up the follow-up with the way that it ended. They didn't win. There was no resolution. You watch a team get decimated, and then they say,
I need to go back and reread those because I got all 6, obviously, and I read them, but I need to
just read that last issue right before you start Incarnate. But
I gotta roll,
Incarnate's
guys.
going straight into 75.
What did you say? You got to roll?
Yeah, I got to roll, man. I got to be up in like 6 hours for work. So, but
All right.
fun hanging out, talking
Later,
to you guys,
Dustin.
man.
Take it easy,
Let's
man.
see
All
coming
right,
on,
later, man.
Catch you guys later.
It's more for
I agree with Tori. The anti-woke crowd never knew about Steel. They must not have. They must not have. It just blows my mind the things that people scream and cry about now that clearly didn't read comics or even stop to think about the history of comics. And I'm not saying that comics can't push an agenda or lean that direction. They definitely can. But no matter what the motives of the publisher is, that does not mean they still are not capable of having good, solid stories written.
Yeah, I mean,
I watched a channel today that did a video and called it the JLQ, the Justice League Queer. Literally.
no, they didn't.
Whoa.
They called it Justice League Queer
Ooh.
because you have Jackson Hyde is getting pushed up as Aquaman, which he's already Aquaman. Arthur's been not the king.
Right.
King. Jackson Hyde has been around for like 15 years at this point. Like Nightwing becoming an adult was awesome. Why don't we want our other characters to evolve and grow? But Jackson will be on the team. Jace Fox is on it. Jonathan is on it. Yara's on it. Joe Green Lantern's on it. And they're like, "Do you see the pattern here?" I'm like, dude, that is just so pathetic. And it's a channel with like 10,000 subscribers. It just hurts my heart that they're talking to that large of a fan base and just misrepresenting and misleading. It's just heartbreaking.
What's up, Remy?
What up, Remy Q? I have not seen anything past episode 2, but I've already figured out who the big bad is because it's all over the internet and you can't not see it. So
That sucks.
kinda
Dude,
sucks.
his rollout will still be awesome.
it kind of sucks that it got ruined for me, but it is what it is.
The way they roll them out, you're going to love it, Steve. You're still not going to have any. You couldn't guess how they're going to roll them out. So when you see it, you're like, dude, you're going to know who it is, but you're still going to be like, this is awesome.
I got to catch up on that. I'm still on season 1, but I'm going to slowly catch up now that Boba Fett's over.
Let's talk Boba Fett. I was just going to say, let's talk Boba Fett. I enjoyed the series. I'm not going to lie. The last 2 episodes, last 3 were very, very good. The finale was not as good as the finale to season 1, and obviously not as good as season 2 finale to Mando. But I thought the series overall was very good, and it was fun to see all the connective tissue between the 2 shows. I liked it. It was entertaining. It wasn't great. It was not award-winning whatsoever, but it was entertaining and fun, especially the last 3. I know Mark's got a big thing that he wants to say about it. I'm going to let Dave give his thoughts first. Though.
I'll go
now. You want to go last? All right. Now, are you saying you like the last 3 or 4 issues because Mando was back in it?
Yeah.
And you like the whole crossover perspective behind it?
It's fun when you get to see, like Game of Thrones. Did you watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
So it took 6, 7, 8 seasons before all of them finally, all their brothers and sisters, finally got back together in Winterfell, and we're like, yes, they're finally back together, right? Like that's kind of how it felt for me. Like all of these characters are all finally together again. And not only that, but they are kicking butt together. So that's kind of why I enjoyed it so much as a fan service. But like I said, I don't think the show was award-winning whatsoever, but I enjoyed what I did see the last few episodes. So go ahead, Dave. Sorry, I said too much.
No, the last 3-ish episodes, I think it was when Mando came in going forward, was really good. I thought obviously the first episode was the slowest, but it slowly progressed, and I thought if Mando never showed up, I still would have been overall a good season. But obviously it did help out for the whole fan lore, obviously, of people trying to connect the Mandalorian to Boba Fett, and everybody wanted to see Grogu and the progress he's had with Luke Skywalker, and obviously seeing Ahsoka Tano on it for that short brief time was pretty cool, but not necessary whatsoever. It was nice. The last, obviously, we're talking spoilers and stuff. Obviously, the last episode. Yes. Okay, just before I start talking, but it was nice. It was a good last episode. We all knew there was going to be a big fight scene. Mm-hmm. I wasn't expecting all of the gang, the 3 families to join up and go against Boba. That was pretty nice. I like that aspect of it. There was a lot of speculation going on to the season finale of who may show up going forward, and I'm glad nobody big did show up. That was pretty cool, because people are always expecting somebody big to show up, like they did in the previous seasons. Little disappointed about Cad Bane.
Yes.
Dying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume that he died. He's
got to make it somehow, though.
Some people that were deep speculators saw the little tick, the ticking.
It was still ticking. It was
still ticking. Just obviously nobody actually dies in these stories. So they always give fans that little glimmer of hope that he may come back. Outside of that, it was really good. I liked the season overall. It was fantastic, and I can't wait for the is it the Luke Skywalker series that's coming up next,
Yeah,
or is it
Kenobi.
Obi-Wan? That's right.
Obi-Wan
That's
Kenobi,
coming up
yeah.
in May.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, so I liked it. I thoroughly enjoyed the season.
When Boba called him old, so maybe we can see a younger Cad Bane someday. You know, yeah. I won't say anything more about my thoughts because I want to hear Panda's.
Man, I loved the Mandalorian show. It was great. For me, honestly, I was invested in the very beginning, of course, because of the character Boba Fett. He says, or his screen time is the least, but he's made out to be this big thing. And then I just feel like we kind of took a left turn when we started dancing with the Tusken Raiders here for a second, and then I was just like, okay, I'm kind of done with this. I get it, some sort of like martial arts kind of thing, but it felt unnecessary for me. So it was
I
just
agree
like,
with
okay.
that.
But the only cool thing that I thought that Boba Fett ever really did was ride that freaking Rancor everywhere. And even then, it was just like, okay, this is lasting a little bit longer than it probably should.
Yeah.
And then, Johnny Boy with the Lord of the Rings, Grogu getting the Lord of the Rings jacket, dude. I was really hoping that when that Mason person was doing what's it called? Not Mason, but
Oh, the Smith.
The Smith, yes, the Smith.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I'm assuming it's because of the voice, she's female, right?
It's gotta be.
When
100%.
she makes that chainmail stuff, I was really hoping for a big Papa Pump, headdress, and just with the ears, with the chainmail and everything. Like I was really hoping for that.
That would have been hilarious.
That would have been pretty funny.
Yeah. But overall, I
obviously
like the Mandalorian, so
I'm going to be in the minority. I actually like that part when he was training with the Tusken. That was pretty interesting, and obviously it ended up being the weapon that took down Cad Bane.
It kind of reminded me of I don't know if you remember this show back in the day, the one with David Carradine. Do you remember that show? I think it was called just Kung Fu, right? Wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
I can't remember. Dude,
Steve
Mark,
doesn't
where
know
are
who David
you? I know
Carradine
you
is.
probably remember this.
Mark, he's just waiting to chime in to say that you suck if you like the show. That's basically what he's waiting to say.
No,
So
I'm reading.
Okay, so what was that show that had David Carradine in it? The Kung Fu show.
It was literally
it's just called Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So that's what I thought. So that's what it reminded me of. But it was like it just lasted way too long. It could have been a good, montage there for like 5 minutes, and then it was the whole show. So it was just like, okay.
Yeah, I think maybe this show might have had potential to be good on paper, and I'm really playing that to Aggressive's comment. Aggressively relaxing. He's a huge Star Wars fine detail kind of guy, video games and all that stuff. So I can see where he gets a lot of it from that. But watching it as a purely a movie TV show fan, and I can roll with like anybody, the best of the best with a movie and TV show, like whatever. Like I don't do the expanded universe stuff, but this show sucked, man. Like calling it what it is, like everything. Dave went down a list of what he enjoyed about it, except that, like, I hate to say this,
tell you what I didn't like about it.
That was all. Well, let's start with what you did, because that was all garbage. Like the Sand People training, him getting good with the stick. Why does Boba Fett need to be good with a stick? Why isn't he already good with his stick for one? And like that.
Well, Boba Fett is a big weapons guy. He's a bounty hunter. So he's never really needed to use a stick.
We've never seen him do anything, period, to begin with. So, like, he's kind of just his. I'm being serious. Like before this, we've never seen Boba do anything to begin with. That's what was so exciting about this. It was his reputation preceding him, unless you read the expanded stuff. So, keeping it just with the film and TV shows, and Boba's he was cool. That's all it was. He was a cool design that, as the fans, we kind of hyped up to this level. But the show was utter garbage. Minus the episodes with the Mandalorian. This final episode, it was fun, like it was entertaining, but like we were talking about before we went live, it drug. This final episode drug so hard of just people shooting pointlessly back and forth. Even the Rancor, We knew he was going to show up on the Rain Corps. No surprise. I still think it's stupid that they chumped off a Rain Corps in this series, like making him just a puppy dog kind of thing, and really no build up. Just saying we can ride him, so we knew it was coming. And they do nothing else really with it. And when he shows up, it's just prolonged him just not getting through a shield forever and ever and getting poked. It was goofy. And there's little stuff, again, the writing is what kills me. Like, again, I'm just very critical of stuff I watch, fine tooth kind of thing. But when everyone drew their guns, when all the townspeople drew their guns on the Power Rangers and started shooting at them, and then it cuts to the next scene, and all the same townspeople with Chrysanthemum reach into their little baskets, and there's not a gun to be found. Like, they all pull out sticks and knives. Like, what?
Yeah, there was definitely some fundamental flaws in the season finale. Don't get
There
me
was a
wrong.
lot of
Fundamental flaws in the whole show.
But,
That's
okay, Mark, was it entertaining to you?
The final episode was the 1 through 4 were not entertaining at all for me.
Oh, you didn't. The first one I said was slow. I personally enjoyed when he was in there with the tribes people, the Tuscan Raiders. He learned,
I absolutely hated that because those are Tuscan Raiders. Those are not Native Americans like they're trying to convince us of. They're crapping on lore and trying to switch up. Y'all want to complain about a company changing up their characters to go woke? Look at this. Like, and I'm not mad that they're even trying to go woke with it, but it's the same thing. You're trying to like dumb down and modernize stuff to make it more PC. They tried to PC Tuscan Raiders. This is the group of people that kidnapped, raped, pillaged, and beat Anakin's mom to death. Like, miss me with that. Not hearing it. Like, that's what got me. And I thought it was just goofy. That whole Tuscan Raider thing was goofy. And then the end, like, there's a throw in at the end. Oh, but it wasn't the bikers that killed him. It was really these guys. You know it. Like, why is that even necessary?
I didn't like that. I didn't like that either.
Like, the visuals at times were cool. Like watching Slave One pull up over the Sarlacc pit, looking for his armor, the armor that he flashbacked in the same episode of leaving the Sarlacc with. Like, huge writing flaws. Huge. Like, again, fun visuals. I'll always watch it. Excited to see what they do with the mythos, adding, like, building on the history, but
the only thing I didn't like,
and people are just misunderstood.
the only thing I didn't like is that, like, I'm asking for help on something here. Hold on. What did you guys say?
And for reference, I do.
Okay, I'll use that. Okay, I'll use that.
Episode 5 and 6, I think, were two of the best
Of course,
episodes of Star Wars I've ever seen.
Of course, it was Panda. Okay, so I didn't. Here's what I'll say. So the only thing I did not like, outside of just like it felt like it was a couple boring episodes, was that like Boba Fett's supposed to be this BA Mandalorian that like he came in the last season of Mandalorian. He was supposed to be some awesome guy, and then very first few episodes they make him out to be a chode. Like this is a complete loser. He keeps getting his butt kicked by everyone. Seriously,
wow.
Every single person is kicking his butt, right?
You're also getting a Boba Fett later in life.
Sure, no,
and I'm not a big.
I get that.
Were his guns old too? Was his jetpack old? Those didn't work right.
He had to take a bath every night. It was just
It made him look very soft. I didn't like that.
They made it, So
every
night. Then he comes back and he's like literally half second,
a cooked hot dog.
From
exactly.
Y'all remember when Boba Fett
all of a sudden he
Mandalorian
pulls this stick out that's laying on the ground below his back. He pulls it out, and not only that, he trips a guy and then kills him with it. Like I don't know. That wasn't very believable to me after they made him out to be a chode.
Y'all remember when Boba Fett showed up in The Mandalorian? Was he a wimp? Was he slow?
No, he
wasn't.
He dusted an entire troop by himself.
No.
Like, so I don't. Boba Fett.
Right, so I don't know why they changed route in this series. Like, what was that all about?
I think they're
I completely agree with you, Mark. It's a big, fan disservice.
They tried to tear him down and then build him back up, but they didn't build him back up enough, in my opinion.
I don't think they were trying to do that. I think they were trying just to I think they might be trying to move the needle here. They're thinking like we're looking at it as what's right in front of us. They're looking at it as what's to come years from now. Like Boba Fett is of the past. New Star Wars material going forward, you can only do so much with Boba Fett before he ages out, like they're kind of leaning into in this.
Right.
But if they can, at this point, give us an honorable Boba Fett moment in the Mandalorian season, and then give us this hot dumpster fire and show us why we shouldn't care about Boba Fett and we should like their new Mandalorian better, which I do at this point.
We all do. Right?
Baby Yoda. Enough said. Baby Yoda. Enough said. Best thing that happened to Star Wars ever is that duo, that connection that they have. Everyone loves it. It's undeniable. You can't help
when
but
he
want
jumped
to know.
into his arms, that was incredible.
Dude, the end when he's banging on the glass. No.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
It doesn't matter how goofy it is, how
My daughter
campy it is, how
laughed so
silly
hard
it
at
is,
that part.
like how
Yes.
unbelievable it is. We eat it up. It's adorable. Like you can see that being a thing.
So, what does anybody know what that end credit scene was there with that character? I have
Yeah,
no
that was
idea.
the Marshal about to go full like cyberpunk mode.
Oh, that was the Marshal?
Y'all didn't see his face. It was Timothy Oliphant. That was the Marshal.
Yeah, justice.
I'd have
Yeah,
to freeze
it was
it.
Justified. That was old Raylan Gibbons.
Justified.
Hey, what's up, Paul? Power of the plot, push it power to 10, and then forget the
You can't go any farther. Episode 5 and 6 were, dude. The whole time I was grinning ear to ear, like it was amazing. I liked 5 more than 6 just because, like, dude, watching him go ham with that dark saber and the opening scene just set it off.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
You still like this the whole time, like I'm spent and I'm good.
it was good.
Just get the Kleenex and wipe your stomach off. All good.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was too far. That was too far. You
What
guys,
in the
Haven't worked
drool?
over like that in a while.
This- You sit there and drool on yourself.
you guys are too much. I'm gonna get in trouble.
I can barely lift my
okay.
sword.
So, is there any
Oh, the
any
doctor.
upcoming
So
Disney
broad.
shows coming up before Moon Knight, or is that it for a while?
I think that's it for a while. The next big thing is the Batman, man. The
Got my
Batman.
tickets today.
Oh,
Real quick, what do y'all think the CW could do with their TV shows if they only had one TV show come out at a time? If they could put all their financial and creative eggs into one basket and release one show at a time, whether you're a fan of it or not, this is all we're putting out. And think of what the quality would be like.
Oh, absolutely. They
production
should do that.
value.
Sure.
They should do that.
I want a Batman Beyond.
I'm not saying they
Forget all
should
the
do that
CW
or
shows
shouldn't. I'm saying
now. Make me a Batman Beyond.
You want
think
a
of
live
how many
action or you
shows
want a
they
cartoon?
drop all the time. There's always numerous shows on all year long on CW, and they look like it's definitely television, but it's not bad. Disney puts out one show at a time.
Right.
I agree with you 100% here, Tyler. Cad Bane is comparable to Boba Fett in the original trilogy. Badass, immediately loved, and oozes swag. And they killed him after 3 minutes.
Yeah. Honestly, I was very
I was mad about
disappointed.
With a stick.
Because
With a stick.
They stick.
that bounty hunter is ruthless. Like when he made the big screen, it instantly reminded me of Darth Maul.
Bro,
How badass that
keep in
character
mind,
was.
Boba's like, I have armor
And then
on your
he dies.
chesticles. Nowhere else.
It's like, yep.
on your chesticle. Shoot him in the stomach, in the thighs, in the neck. Like shoot him.
There's always a weak point in the armor.
Vigilante would have wrecked that whole town.
Oh my god.
That dude
And
has
not
no
that
chill.
at all.
He has no. Then he steals the car, and not just steals the car. He does it slowly. He throws the stuff in the trunk. And then he goes.
I don't like clothes touching my butt when I go to the bathroom.
Oh my gosh. Are we talking about that?
I laughed so hard.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, my
They're
God.
talking Peacemaker here a little bit.
Sorry.
This week's Peacemaker. I will say something happened in it that I did not think would actually happen. I did not see that coming.
What episode are we on?
Episode 7.
7.
Okay.
7.
I'm
You know
gonna,
what-
I'm gonna start binge watching it now.
I watched it twice already. I watched it this morning at like 5 a.m. Then I threw it back on while I was grooming today.
Yeah, I
It was
really
crazy
hope
though because I had actually watched it before Mark, and I had to message him as
Yeah.
soon as
Yeah.
I
I
did,
agree,
and I was
Dave.
just like,
I agree.
just watched it.
Well,
Yeah, y'all can tell when I finished it because it was probably like what 5:30 this morning when I was posting. Wake up, turn up. There's no wrong time to rock.
I forgot to send you the invite flow. That's my bad, bro. My bad.
That was a
Oh.
That's my bad. You don't know. Come on now. When I don't. It just came out today, so I don't want to spoil it too much.
What's that?
Peacemaker.
Was it a death? Was it an appearance of somebody?
It's in a private chat.
Don't spoil it for me. You spoil it. Yeah, so it was a death. I absolutely called that. Like, not necessarily for this episode, but
it did. My car, me and Dave's car made a cameo. There was a WRX. It was an STI version, but it was in there.
I'm with John Boy. I'm excited for Blue Beetle as well, and not just for Jaime Reyes. I'm definitely excited for Jaime Reyes. Everybody scream, cry, wolf. 2006 Blue Beetle is Hispanic. Oh God, oh no.
Dude, I'm so excited because I like that version of Blue Beetle. Jaime
like
Reyes.
with that armor. Who trains him? Ted Cord.
Oh yes. Oh, I would love to see that adaptation.
I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. And see, that really opens the door for Booster Gold too, because everyone wants a Booster Gold, but you can't have Ted Cord without Booster Gold. You can't do Jaime Reyes proper without Ted Cord. And
Where did I see that there was going to be a Booster Gold coming soon to something?
I don't know. We need a comedy buddy chat. If you let James Gunn do Beetle and Booster on HBO Max, you would have a guaranteed hit.
Dude, I tell you what, if
they
do
Legends
make a
of
Booster
Tomorrow,
Gold,
Donald
if they do a Booster Gold,
is there
that orb that follows him around from the future or whatever, Skeets, yeah, that's gonna be your eagly. I swear, that's gonna be your eagly. And I better see that. That hug.
Yeah.
So.
I just saw an eagle hug a human.
Dude, how crazy is that this show is capable of taking something so absurd but making it legit heartfelt, like the way that Addie, or however you say her whole name, the way that she was looking at it, and like the dynamic of the music with the flashbacks and like how impactful that moment was with what had been going on in that episode. And then John Cena's doing that right there. It just brings you right back. Oh yeah, this dude's hugging an eagle.
Oh yeah.
Is that actor from Cobra Kai playing Blue Beetle?
Not Blue Beetle, ain't no way. Oh wait, the main actor, the younger kid. I thought probably adult.
Miguel.
Yeah, Miguel, right? Yeah, Zolo.
Is he playing Jaime Reyes?
I think I'd seen that too. It's so far out.
He's saying that he would be a perfect casting. Johnny Boy saying that he would be a perfect casting. Yeah, that definitely he would be a really good casting.
Gotcha. I was gonna say, bring him on to play Blue Beetle. I love that.
Young Hispanic.
He's
already got a fan base. Yeah.
I want the guy that plays Archie on Riverdale to play Wally West. I feel like he'd be a good character. But also at the same time, I feel like I want someone a little funnier than him. Like I want someone a little more down to earth and funnier because he's so serious.
So you want Ron Weasley. That's what you want. You want Ron Weasley to play Wally.
Johnny Boy said
Blue Beetle's already been cast.
Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle's been cast. XOLO Zolo Moradon.
No, so it is Zolo. Okay. That's great casting. That's awesome. I like that.
Nice.
And look at this picture. He looks nothing like what he does in Cobra Kai in this picture. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, that's a great casting. I like that.
Oh,
yeah, he doesn't look like him at all.
Just like him in that picture.
You know what? They're gonna have that one kid play Dick Grayson in the new Batgirl movie. He was in the Maze Runner movies. What's that guy's name? Dylan O'Brien.
Oh, nice.
Dylan O'Brien's supposed to be.
Is that Jason Bateman?
Yeah, it is.
on the Child
Child
Stars
stars
thing.
then and now. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just
Dylan
me.
O'Brien's supposed to play, like I said, Dick Grayson. So we're
Okay.
excited about that. I mean, it's a rumor. It's not confirmed, but it's
Well, let's go to IMDb and see what's confirmed that we know about.
What? Huh? What?
Michael Keaton is confirmed as Bruce Wayne for it.
For the Flash?
Oh no,
No,
for
for
the Batgirl.
Oh, for the Batgirl? Okay.
Brendan Fraser is confirmed in it as Garfield Lens.
Nice.
They don't have Nightwing or Dick Grayson listed on here yet.
Yeah.
That would be cool if it does.
I really want to see Wally West make the big screen sometime. Not Wallace. I want Wally. Obviously, you guys all know that.
I'd just be happy with him in Titans for now. Like they've been doing.
Yeah,
good
that's what I mean. Like I'd be happy. I'd be happy if they added him for Titans.
Yeah, like flashback modes at least. You know,
Something.
No plans on doing that right now.
kind of where that show is, like with how
That's too bad.
big or small kind of scale of story. He would kind of be like a showstopper though. Like they haven't really faced a. Like they didn't really take Deathstroke.
Well, Superboy, they can do that, but they don't really use that.
Well, he's kind of been a bag of his head was like a bag of cats for a while, you know.
But I understand why they killed Aqualad because there's only so much you can do with that guy being on land, you know.
Well, he's not Submariner. You don't have to take him back to the sea or else, you know.
Sure, but I mean they did a lot of different things with him, which was cool in that one episode. Like he was definitely really cool, but I just felt overall there's a lot more you can do with some other characters instead of him. And the fact that shifting back to Wally, the fact that Wally West is an original Teen Titan and he has yet to make an appearance in a Titan show kind of frustrates me. But the Roy Harper name drop in last season's finale, I dug that.
Oh,
yeah, I would like to see Roy. I mean, like he's like one of the ones that like just his name is more exciting than him actually being around or doing anything.
Sure.
Like he's really not that dynamic, and the fact that we had Arrow go for so long, it's not really a stretch or feel like something that's really like Like of course I'm excited to see another.
It'll be a different one though. It'll be a different type Roy. You know what I mean?
I don't feel like they're not really reaching for their potential here with that one. They're playing it
as more sucks. I agree.
Yeah.
But that one scene that they had in the Justice League Snyderverse, that was a great, fantastic.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I liked him, and I like the way he's played overall. He's not what I would prefer, but the Snyder cut.
I'm slow.
He grew on me a lot. He definitely grew on me, and if they take his character and do some development based off of the events of the Snyder cut, you know, like that final scene with him when he takes off.
Yeah,
like that was it. That was like the moment of the movie, played by the most worst casting job anyone's ever seen. He just
I agree.
But there will be a 3-issue comic book prequel to the Flash movie where Ezra Miller's Flash trains under Ben Affleck's Batman. So they're going to be. I think they're going to be trying to push the character in the script. Like they're not going to be playing him like he was played previously. So hopefully they find a better footing for him. You know, listen to criticism, accept the feedback from the audience, and make the proper adjustments
from the fans.
You got to find a way to make them likable, or you're not going to make money.
True.
Right.
True. Your boy Kal-El, or son of Kal-El, I should say.
Oh, did you guys read that this week?
Jonathan.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, I haven't read it yet.
I was just going to say that he's in next week's Nightwing book. That's all I was going to say.
2-issue crossover coming up.
Nice. Did you guys get a chance to read Land of the Living Gods?
I did, yes.
What'd you think?
The one, dude. So I this is what I told Jada. I was like, I really like the story. I can see where this is going. I love the art. It was just it's enough to keep me interested to go on to number 2. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But the art was phenomenal. Love the art.
Yeah. The art was
good.
If you bought a floppy, be sure to put it up for sale now. It's going for $20, isn't it?
No way, is it?
It was going for $20 2 weeks ago on eBay. Already.
Wow. So
I don't know what it's doing now.
I read it last night, and like you said, the art was fantastic, but I did not like the story. I was on the other side of the realm. I thought it was very repetitive. They kept on talking about these living gods and being present, and it was almost like verbal diarrhea for me. I just could not get over that. But the art was fantastic. I will try issue 2 and see how it goes.
Yeah, the story I think really could have been pumped up a little better, especially with the whole repetitiveness. I mean,
Yeah,
you're
it was
right.
too repetitive.
But like I said, it was just enough for me to go ahead and say I'm interested in 2.
Yeah.
But I think it was more for me the artwork that really got me into going.
Of
Yeah,
course,
I really
fantastic.
want to go.
Fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got to read Last Flight Out #4 too. That came out this week.
Oh, I
did not
still have
get a
yet to
chance
read that.
It's
I
been
feel like it was
a
a
while
long wait.
since they had an issue.
Yeah, it's a long wait. I'm definitely looking forward to reading it.
Yeah, me too. And I think there's only 6 issues total, so it's getting towards the end. So
I thought this was the
gotta read
last
that.
one. We got more, huh?
Yeah, I think 5 or 6. I forget. But yeah, that's all I want to put it out. Yeah, because I know that that Jade sent us out that issue.
Yeah.
Is this the worst one of 25 you've ever seen? Let me show you
What's
guys.
that?
For Nightwing next week. It's terrible.
What is going on here?
Oh,
It
I'm
looks
gonna
like
pre-order that.
artwork from the tie-in issues.
It's terrible.
Is
Horrible.
John Asian in that picture?
What?
John looks Asian in that picture.
He
Yeah,
does.
it's pretty bad.
He looks like I tried to squeeze into a Superman suit.
Well,
and
looks
that's
like I'm
what you
getting
got.
the variant.
Oh man, that cover was awful.
Probably a good idea to pay that extra $1 for that book.
I am, because Jonathan's not on it.
Jonathan Kent just looked a little doughy in that.
Yeah, he
Look
did.
at that. Get a load of this, guys.
That guy, Steve.
Yeah,
Odd grudge against him.
that was terrible.
I just don't like him. That's it. I just don't like him. Okay? Check this out, though. Look at my guy Dylan O'Brien as Nightwing. Fan art. That looks great. And I like how his suit is not all big and bulky like the Titans TV show. I think the Titans TV show made it way too big. It needs to be like slick, slender, because he's supposed to be a gymnast. You know what I
The
mean?
stance makes him look like he's deflating.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Well, he's
A
not
little
supposed to
Just
be
right in the chest, like the CPR.
I
Just
said on the rooftop at midnight.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
12:03, guys.
Yep.
He's not supposed to be huge like Batman. He's supposed to be fast, quick, agile. You know what I mean?
Like the guy.
I
from
mean, in
the-
this case, I think you're looking for a guy in a leotard just jumping from roof to roof because
Yeah.
everything
Going
that
from
comes
port
out
to
is not going
port.
to be. But that's the thing is that he's tactical as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that 1 of 25 was awful. Whose kid drew that? Oh my god.
Oh jeez.
Well, guys, I appreciate you guys coming on. This was a lot of fun. Dustin, that was great to see Dustin on here.
Yeah,
I know you don't like him. Read this issue and see what you think.
I'm gonna read that. I'm gonna read that tonight.
I'm not messing with you or anything. Like this was a really, really good action-packed, pump full of heart. Like it's got it all in this issue. Stop before 3 pages if you don't want to get upset.
I'll just.
No, I think you
probably
should
won't
read it all the way.
I'll be
through.
honest. I probably am not going
Just
to read it.
plow through. Just keep on going. Just
Dude, in
Yeah,
all
wow.
seriousness, it
Wow.
was a phenomenal issue. Like Tom
You
Taylor.
guys with your innuendos, it's been unreal tonight. It has been unreal.
That's right. Innuendos.
Okay. Thank you to everyone.
your
for coming on.
roundos.
We had a great time. Thank you to actually hold on. I need to put the new channel members on there. Let me see if I have it. I have a new channel member list, and I
Nice.
don't have
You got to name them all.
I
then.
don't have it.
Oh my
I don't
gosh,
have
it's
it.
gonna be another 5 minutes before we put it up and
Yep.
upload it. and then you have to read every single member.
I'm not going to. Let me see if I can.
It's listed in
You
your
should.
benefits.
It's a benefit of being a channel member.
Yeah, you got to.
I look forward to you shouting my name out.
Yeah,
I
I just
love
noticed
it.
that. Magic Lasso, Ryan, did you get a new avatar? Looks nice.
You did.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I
Is
almost
that
got it ready.
Prez's Wonder Woman? Is that what it is? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look like
Yeah.
it.
Woo! My eyes are
Figured
still
I'd
pretty
give,
good.
Steve a few minutes there to.
I'm almost ready.
I'm telling you, like 5 minutes. Just
It's gonna take 5 minutes.
I'm airdropping it. Shut up,
dude. I expect you to say all the new channel members and the existing channel members that are on as well. Tyler may not be here, but I feel the same sentiment that Tyler feels about. Yeah, there you
Thank
go.
you to the channel members and the family tier. We got Legion of Comics, Comic Book Poser, DJ Links, White Shadow, Comic Book Crazies, Blue Hellion Comics. Oh shoot, I need to take off Nick. He's no longer a member. Hoarder's Hide, Warlord, Actual Dracula, DeBeric 75, Bake the Snake, Paul Rogers, Manny's Different Perspectives, Kadrana Prince, Organ Wime, Shatterglass, Comic Reviews, Becker, Mark Spector Comics, Flash 6792, Sector 2815, Adrian Panda, Rob's Fat Stacks, War Machine, Punisher Comics and Collectibles. Thank you guys so much for reading the family tier. They're intertwined monthly Bark Box sponsored by the 616comics.com. And a friend here got New Guy, Daily Suspense, Flo Dameron, The Comic Vet, and Small Town Collectibles. A link to every single person's Instagram or YouTube is in the description. All my videos. Make sure you guys are following them, subscribe to them, supporting this amazing community. Thank you to
There
the
you go.
Thank you to the 616comics.com for sponsoring the channel, sponsoring the monthly Bark Box. Make sure you guys check out the 616comics.com for all of your exclusive variants and comic book needs. All right, guys.
There
Right.
we go.
What a comic vet said. I appear to hear it spoken.
Yeah, there you go.
It's right there. I said
Comic
it. I said
There
it.
you
It's
go.
on there.
I didn't
All
hear
right,
it.
guys.
Listen again.
We had a great time. Thank you to Mark, Panda Family 316, Mark Spector Comics. We had a great time. And as always, go Cats, Cowabunga, and it's Morphin time.